So here we are in Ahmedabad, and right behind me, you can see this iconic, the biggest cricket stadium in the world, the biggest cricket stadium the world has ever seen. Yes, this is the Narendra Modi Stadium here in Motera, which will witness a grand spectacle tomorrow. Well, it's expected to be a record turnout. As far as the crowd is concerned. And of course, in attendance will be the two prime ministers, Narendra Modi, the Indian prime minister, and of course his Australian counterpart, Anthony Albanese. Both of them will be here. They'll spend about a couple of hours here at the stadium just to mark the start of the test match and also to mark the 75 years of India Australia cricket. Well, that's a very a significant moment, and also the stadium right behind me has a great relevance, significance in history of Indian cricket. Some of the best moments that the Indian cricket has seen, well, they happened right behind me. Well, of course, this is the new refurbished or the renovated stadium, but and only two test matches have so far been placed or played here at this venue. But before that, if you look at some of the most iconic moments, this is where Kapil Dev, the great Kapil Dev, surpassed the record of Richard Headley to become the highest wicket taker in Test cricket. And before that, in 1917, against Pakistan, Sunil Gavaskar became the first man to scale that mountain of 10,000 test runs. So, well, that was against Pakistan of Ijaz Faki. So, this stadium has already witnessed some historic, iconic moments in Indian cricket, and now another one awaits us all. Well, that's the Narendra Modi Stadium right behind me. So this is the fourth Test match, and should I say the most important? Well, it can be because India still, though lead India lead the series 2-1, but there are a lot of things that need to be answered. And here I am from Ahmedabad, just finished the optional training of the Indian team and also the practice of the Australian team. Before that, or rather after that, Rohit Sharma, the Indian captain, came for the press briefing. Also had an interaction with the media persons here and answered a lot of questions. Of course, didn't divulge anything about the possible changes that India can have for this test match. Well, here I am. Let's see if I can get it right, get a few things right. Well, firstly, let me tell you there are three talking points that I've chosen at least for this video. A, India's possible 11. B, what will be the pitch like? Will it be better than what we've seen in Nagpur or Delhi or Indore? Well, the answer for the time being is yes, at least, and I'll elaborate on that later. And the third point of discussion is Umesh Yadav. Well, Umesh Yadav, he's been blessed with a baby girl, and as I speak right now, here, Umesh is not here in Ahmedabad. He has gone back to be with his family for this great and happy moment in his life, in the lives of his family members. Well, it's Holi, and Holi just got better for Umesh Yadav. Well, it remains to be seen, although what we know is that Umesh will be back in time for the test match, hopefully. And but the question is, will he feature in that 11? Well, he was here, he trained with the team yesterday, but today he wasn't there. He is not there in Ahmedabad. Dhruv, sure. So he's not here as we speak. He is likely to join or expected to join the Indian team later, and should be back in Ahmedabad well in time for the test match. So, firstly, I'll discuss the possible 11. Well, now, the team management has often spoken about the workload management of the fast bowlers, and so far we've seen the first two test matches. Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami played. Shami, of course, was rested from the third test. Umesh came in. got a crucial, in fact, in that spell, he got three crucial wickets, which somehow got India back into the game. Unfortunately, the batters couldn't capitalize on his effort. The batters could manage just 163 in that second innings, eventually giving Australians a target of 76 runs. But so what? There is a possibility where Mohammad Shami comes back into the attack, back into the 11, and one of the fast bowlers could be rested. Well, Mohammad Siraj has already played three Test matches, and India would also want him now that there is a huge suspense and. Unfortunately, in all likelihood, Jasprit Bumrah will also miss that World Test Championship. So India will bank a lot on Mohammad Siraj, and then there's a IPL season also. So maybe Mohammad Siraj could be given some rest, or in case Umesh Yadav is not available, then Mohammad Shami comes in directly in place of Umesh Yadav. That's the case for fast bowlers. Now the second question is. Um, who will be the wicket keeper? Will it be Ishan Kishan or KS Bharat? Well, Rohit Sharma, a little while ago, he was here for the press briefing. He was asked this question as to, um, you know, because how KS Bharat looked in that last innings or the last test match. Well, he looked a little out of sorts. So, does it call for a replacement or change in the wicket keeper's slot? Could Ishan Kishan be given an opportunity? If Ishan Kishan in this entire series, if he was to be given a chance to play in the 11, this is the test match. This is the place. Why? Because the wicket here is better than what you've seen in Nagpur, what you've seen in Delhi, or what you've seen in Indore. So this is the place. If Ishan has to play in the 11, it has to be here, because on day one it won't turn that much. It won't be a square turner. I'll just share my thoughts on the wicket later. But yes, there is a possibility where Ishan Kishan might just replace KS Bharat. Although Rohit Sharma has made it clear that he's already spoken to both of them. In fact, he's spoken to KS Bharat and told him, and had told him, if I can correct myself, had told him that once you are given an opportunity, you will be given ample time to prove your mettle, to prove your worth in this test team. This is Rohit Sharma's team. Uh, this is Rohit Sharma's test team. So, but the question is, how much is enough? Three test matches he's played. He's been pretty okay, pretty decent behind the stumps. Although there have been a couple of chances that have gone a begging, but overall, well, on these kind of tracks where India has played so much, and with the spinners operating majority of the time, the ball turning square, keeping a bit low at times. Well, it's a difficult job behind the stumps. So that's one thing. And also, Rohit mentioned that he has spoken to Ishan Kishan as well, that when he will be given an opportunity, he will also be given enough chances to prove his worth. Now, that's what I'm saying. Well, Ishan Kishan, when he was picked in the Indian team, he was picked just as a like for like replacement for Rishabh Pant, unfortunately, who met with an accident and has and injured himself. Of course, now recovering, recuperating from that injury, or injuries, should I say? So that's the case as far as the two keepers are concerned. They might just go with KS Bharat. They might persist and continue with KS Bharat, but the kind of attacking skills that Ishan Kishan has. Well, even if he gets an opportunity, it will be test for Ishan Kishan as well. Why? Because we know that Ishan Kishan has struggled against spinners. He has struggled in conditions that favor spinners. So if he is given an opportunity, well, it will be test for him. Now, Umesh Yadav, I've already told you, he's not here in Ahmedabad, has been blessed with a baby girl. So he's gone back to his place to meet his family members and to see his newborn baby there. Now, the third aspect of this discussion, that is the wicket. Well, this wicket definitely is better than what you've seen in the last few matches. Well, ICC gave a poor rating to that last wicket. the Indore Test wicket, and the earlier ones, the Delhi and Nagpur wicket. Well, they just barely managed to get through. Well, they were also rated below average. Well, this wicket, as of now, when I'm talking to you, it's around 4:15, and the temperature right now is okay. The temperature right now is 36, 37 degrees, so 4:15, so it's actually very hot. It's very hot. So what's happening inside on the pitch is the groundsmen, they are watering the pitch just to ensure that break it doesn't break immediately. So they have to, so at least on day one, the wicket will be stable. Well, there will be something for the batters, there will be something for the faster bowlers. Spinners definitely will have a role, but their role will increase, or they'll have a bigger role as the day or as the game progresses, because it won't turn square on day one like we saw in Indore. So because of this heat, they need to water the wicket constantly just to hold it. So that's the case. Definitely, Steve Smith, the Australians are pretty happy. The way they, at least this, they seemed very happy with the wicket here in Ahmedabad, and that's another. The another aspect that I would like to just point out is, perhaps this is the venue where you would want to win the toss and bat first. You would definitely want the opposition to bat last on this wicket, because what we've seen in the last three matches is that since the ball was turning square from day one, even from the first hour itself, so it was difficult for the batters also to survive. All three matches, the team winning the toss chose to bat first and lost the test match, because they perhaps lost the test match in that first session itself, be it India in Indore or Australians in Nagpur. So this wicket, it will definitely have something for the batters at least on day one. That's what Steve Smith also feels. So this is going to be a big day tomorrow. Not just in terms of the test match, the quality both the teams bring, but also, or the rivalry the two teams bring, but also the grand spectacle that it's going to be. This Narendra Modi Stadium will have a record turnout tomorrow. Over 100,000 people would be there to cheer this Indian team, and also in attendance would be the prime ministers of the two countries to mark 75 years of India Australia cricket. Well, that's quite an achievement, and this rivalry between India and Australia has now taken over many cricketing rivalries, be it India Pakistan, be it the Ashes. This series was a highly anticipated one, but the way the first two test matches um, went, a lot of people thought, including yours truly, that this is not going Australia's way. But boy, they've come back really hard and strong in that last test match in Indore. But India also need to pull up their socks. In case they win this test match, not only will they win the series, but they will also seal their spot in the final of the World Test Championship. Well, that's not mandatory. India can still qualify for the World Test Championship final, because the New Zealand Sri Lanka series, Sri Lanka has to win that series 2-0 if they want India, or if they want to deny India a spot in the final. But in case India wins this one, they are automatically going to that World Test Championship final on 7th of June against Australia at the Oval. Well, I'll take your leave now, but don't go anywhere, because there are a lot of videos, there are a lot of updates that we are going to bring on Sports Today. So please subscribe and spread the word. Thank you very much.